Let's talk about something that's probably on the mind of every IT leader right now, the AI governance gap. It really all comes down to one single question that's a little uncomfortable to ask. In your company, who is really carrying the risk for AI? Because here's the thing, let's just get it out there. AI is already in your company. It's not coming, it's here. It's being used right now as we speak. So the real question is, are you actually in control of it, or are you just going to be left holding the bag when something inevitably goes sideways? So how in the world did we get here? Well, it wasn't some big formal project with a kickoff meeting. It was more like a quiet invasion. AI just kind of seeped in from the bottom up. Yeah, AI didn't exactly wait for a permission slip. Your teams, in development, in finance, HR, even legal, they're already using it. They're writing code with it, they're analyzing data, they're drafting contracts. And they did all of this without a safety net, completely without a governance layer in place. And this right here is what we call the AI governance gap. It's this huge chasm between how fast everyone started using these tools and the cold, hard reality that you, as an IT or security leader, are now the one who's accountable for all the risk. You didn't approve it, but hey, you own the consequences. I mean, just look at the contrast here. Think about how we used to do things. We had known systems, controlled vendors, data flows we could actually predict. It was manageable. But the AI reality? Oh man, it's a world of unapproved tools, completely unvetted models, and data access that's a total black box. Our old governance playbook? It's pretty much useless now.
Which, of course, leads us to the big one, the risks that you now personally own, whether you asked for them or not.
And look, these aren't just some abstract, maybe one-day threats. We're talking about shadow AI running on platforms you don't even control. We're talking about unvetted models getting their hands on sensitive customer or company data. Decisions are being made by AI with absolutely zero audit trail. And all of this is happening while new AI regulations are popping up left and right. And right now, how is this all being tracked? Maybe in a spreadsheet, if you're really, really lucky.
And this is the real danger, It really gets to the heart of it. This unmanaged risk, it just builds up quietly in the background. And then one day, there's one single incident. And that loss of control becomes sudden and catastrophic.
Okay, so that's the scary part. But this situation, it isn't hopeless. The solution here is to actually shift your mindset from being a victim of this whole trend to taking charge with a totally new kind of control plane. And let's be absolutely crystal clear about this. We are not talking about another policy document that's just going to sit on a shelf somewhere gathering digital dust. This isn't a framework. It's not another slide deck. This is an active operational system. So what is an operational control plane? Well, think of it like a central system of record, a command center that lets you discover all the AI being used, assess its risks, actually enforce your rules, and then align everything with your company's standards. This is live governance in action. The real benefit here, the end game, is moving from that feeling of pure panic when you get an audit request to a place of confidence because you're armed with defensible, audit-ready proof that you are in control. So how does this actually work in the real world? Well, it's really built on 5 pillars. First, you need a central inventory. You got to map all your AI systems. Second, you do risk-based assessments to score them on things like security and privacy. Third, you need lifecycle governance, so you can manage AI from the moment it's requested to the day it's retired. Fourth, you need automated logging to create that audit-ready evidence. And finally, you get everybody on the same page, so IT, legal, and risk are all working from one single source of truth. And this is usually the exact moment of realization for most IT leaders when they see this laid out. It's that sinking feeling that's quickly followed by this moment of clarity. Wait a second. We are responsible for all of this stuff, but we have absolutely none of the tools to manage it. That sentence right there, that is the governance gap. This brings us to a final and honestly a critical point, the very real cost of waiting. Because in this environment, doing nothing isn't a passive choice. It's an active decision with some really serious consequences. To put it bluntly, waiting is the absolute riskiest strategy you can adopt right now. AI adoption is moving way faster than the cloud ever did, and you can bet the regulators are racing to catch up. Delaying governance now just means you're going to be scrambling to deal with it during a crisis later on. You see, every single day that you wait, you are passively accepting more of this unmanaged risk. Inaction is not a neutral position. It's a silent transfer of accountability, and it lands directly on your shoulders. So that leaves you with one final question. Governance is coming. That's a guarantee. The only choice you have is how it comes. So will you get ahead of it and make the decision with clarity? Or are you going to let an auditor, a regulator, or a major incident make that decision for you?